welcome back inside Delaware Live Sports Weekly. Nick Alessandrini alongside my partner, Pat Garianis, and a very exciting show today, Pat. A lot of fantastic games last weekend. We'll talk a little bit about those as we progress, but some great stuff ahead of tonight's show, Pat, and two very special guests as well.
Yeah, DMA football and as well as Howard football coming on here. Going to talk about their matchup this weekend. It's going to be a tremendous game of the week for us, and yeah, really excited to talk to coaches and players from both of those programs, as well as your top tens, and some players to highlight. Our picks segment, a handful of picks that Jay likes. It's going to be a good show.
Yeah, it's going to be a great show, and as always, you welcome in some of our football and other sport experts, Betty Mitchell and Glenn Frazier. Guys, welcome back another Wednesday. Got a week off last week. How you feeling?
Refreshed, ready to go for a big week of football this weekend. We have 3 huge games Friday night.
Yeah, we do. Action's heating up. And I had a week off last week. I played a little bit of the round ball, so it's all's well.
How'd you do?
Pretty good.
Well, there you go, right? Every Wednesday you like to see
Won some money.
And that's what matters right there. That's exactly what matters, my friend.
Yeah, and we're going to get started here, as we always do, with some recaps from last week. We had some great matchups, and Pat, one of them that you had a chance to check out, and that was Indian River and your St. Elizabeth Vikings, 2 teams ranked up there in Class 1A.
Yeah, and this game delivered. It was a really good matchup. If you like big plays defensively, you loved yourself this game. And we're going to get this thing going right now. Well, not quite yet, but, Nick, it was a tight match affair. St. E's looking to stay undefeated. Indian River looking to build on their season success early in the year. And, Benny down IR this year, this new structure, Benny and Glenn, Indian River had a pretty good start to their season. So.
Yeah, Indian River was a team we didn't know much about. They've been getting beat up in the Hennepin South for the last several years, and put them in single A. And they've been the number 3 ranked team, and we were kind of wondering. We thought Friday night would be their first test. I think they answered it, 14-7. So I think they're right in the mix when we come playoff time.
Talked about liking defense. How about the game that Benny had Thursday night with Woodbridge and Laurel?
Oh, yeah.
Looked like it was going to go overtime scoreless.
We'll get to that one.
They say offense fills the seats, defense wins championships. But I'm surprised with that game there was anybody in the seats because there wasn't a whole lot of offense down there.
And Pat, obviously a little bit different this year, a new coaching staff or head coach over at St. Elizabeth's.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about the success that they've had.
They're 4-0 going into this game. They did get this win. We'll break that down here in a second at 5-0. But the restructure has been kind to St. E's, to say the least. It's been a struggle since Andre Patton really left the doors there. So to see them back up and running, it is exciting as an alumnus. So I think we're up and running and ready to go. As we look to recap this one here, Nick.
And again, a good one, and we've got some more coming, but great one to start off with here.
So this thing, it'll start off here early. Again, we talked about turnover. St. E's driving, Smick back to throw, tip drill, intercepted by Hayden Hall, and he had himself a day, man. Not only did he make this interception, he was back and forth in that backfield. And right off the jump, there's a fumble here. Carl Taylor's going to hop on it for St. E's. And again, like we told you, turnovers, defensive, big plays, this is what you saw. So here you go, second quarter. Smick on the toss. It's going to be the first touchdown of the game for Mr. Viking, Kasim Benson. That was his 11th touchdown on the season. He's done it all for the Vikings. He started this one off early, a little bit later in the second. Smick again is going to find Mikey Downs, makes a man miss, spins out of bounds, picks up a big first down right there. Now, it's 1st and 10 from 26. Look at this fade ball. Smick the character. Look at the catch. It would have been good in the NFL as well. Both feet in for a tremendous play in the corner of the end zone. And St. E's was rolling here, up 14-0 at the break. See Coach Lemon wanted to talk over a couple of specifics in this one. We go to the second half. IR driving it again. A fumble, a mishap here. St. E's hops on it. And this is where this game got fun. As you can see, 3.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. It's 14-0. The ensuing play, it's a mishap on the mesh point. Ball's loose. IR's got it again down at the 5-yard line with the 1st and goal. Barely any time off the clock. So again, Indian River not quite done yet. The ensuing play is a touchdown. This is Dalton Hall from 6 yards out. Now all of a sudden we got a ball game, Nick. It's 14-6. Indian River's going to 14-7. They're going to try the onside kick. Scary moment if you're a Vikings fan, but it is recovered there from Eric O'Neill. And there's 3:09 to go in this one. St. E's can't convert a 3rd down. It's 4th down. It's a bobbled punt. Indian River's going to fall on it. It's going to be 1st and 10 with a short field and 1:20 to go. But nothing could be done about it. Big time sack on the play there from Carl Taylor. And that essentially did it for the Vikings. I mean, a big time play a couple of kneel downs later. And St. E's survives. That's Kasim Benson doing a backflip to celebrate. I'm not sure if you all saw that or not, but St. E's moves to 5-0 with a 14-7 victory in what was a grinded out second half, to say the least.
Yeah, it looked like, Indian River trying to crawl back in it. They got Laurel coming up here at the end of the month, so they're going to have to find a way to put points on the board because other than last week, Laurel has been scoring 40-plus points per game.
They're
so they're going to have to find a way
dangerous,
to run some offense.
Yeah, definitely a team to watch out for in that Class 1A and looking to remain undefeated again this upcoming week. We had 3 great ones from last week, and our next battle, Benny, Woodbridge and Laurel. And a few weeks ago, you had Cape Penlope and I believe in a shootout. It was like a William Penn.
Yeah,
and 6 minutes of highlights, 45-42, something like that.
90 points on the board, now I get nothing.
So this one, a little bit of different story. Talk a little bit about the ball game.
I mean, it was a typical, it's the old Henlopen South, smash mouth football. And these two, this started when Woodbridge got off the bus. These two were ready to play football, and they were ready to play some defensive football.
All right, we're going to let this one rip here in a moment. Woodbridge and Laurel, again, 2 teams ranked up there in the rankings in their respected classes. And again, both teams coming in 4-0. Benny, you talked a little bit about that. Somebody going home with
Bulldog head.
through that,
Love
right?
the Bulldog head.
Always been a fan. Now you're going to check out the Blue Raiders.
Yeah.
They're
4-0, somebody's going home. No longer undefeated.
And here comes Woodbridge. And again, Woodbridge, they've been Mr. Fourth Quarter, if you will, all season long. That's kind of when they turn their jets on. And we'll see how long it takes them to get going in this one. First quarter action. Seth Smart going to toss it over to Kenny Newton, and that ball is going to come out. A fumble recovered by Laurel right off the bat, Benny.
Yeah, Xavier Limehouse gets in there, bounces on the ball, and Laurel's ready to go early.
Then Wyatt Wright blasts through the line for a sack and a major loss there. That'll set up 4th and 1, and Rashad Stone's going to make the play to hold Laurel where they are. Then Smith looking for Lexton Westcott. He finds him, and Westcott going to get to the outside, get to the 1-yard line. They're going to have 1st and goal from the 1. How can they not score here, right, Benny?
I think Smart throws that with no feet on the ground. That ball.
Ooh, they hand it off to Kenny Newton. He loses the ball at the 1-yard line. Turnover, big one for the Bulldogs.
Helmet on the football, Benny. Nick.
Then Woodbridge again in the red zone. Smart overthrowing his intended target. And that ball is going to be picked off by Javier White, one of the premier players on this Bulldog program. And he's going to break a few tackles, get down the sideline.
He had 2 picks in that game.
Wow. Then early in the 4th quarter, again, looking for his intended target deep down the sideline. But who's he find again? Javier White with his 2nd interception for Laurel. He's been a monster offensively and defensively. 2nd pick of the game right there for him. Still 0-0. We're all the way into 4th quarter. You think when Woodbridge going to turn it on? Here's Caden Shockley. He wants a deep shot, and he finds Jordan Evans, who picks it off for the Blue Raiders.
We were watching this game down at the beach. So many turnovers in this game.
I think it was 8 or 9 we counted.
Still 0-0, 5:21, clock is ticking. Woodbridge needing a score. They turn it on in the 4th quarter, and they're going to find it right here. Smart to Westcott. Goes up and makes the play, and then it's all yards after the catch. Going to cut back inside, trying to get there. He's going to power it out and end up in the end zone. A huge touchdown. You see the slide, 6-0.
That was the first play after the interception.
Sudden change, you like to see that if you're Woodbridge. And again, they take the lead in the fourth quarter, something they've seemed to do all season long. And then Laurel, one last chance here. Shockley going to launch it deep. And Seatric Stones, he's going to make the interception at the 45. That would ice it. Woodbridge gets 6 points in the fourth quarter. They get the win over Laurel, 6-0. They remain undefeated. Benny Laurel, they fall to 4-1.
This isn't a rivalry game, but they play like it. You got that whole that whole 13 corridor with Delmar, Laurel, Woodbridge, and Seaford.
Yeah.
And I mean, those four teams, whenever they play each other, they just battle it out.
Again, a fantastic matchup in this one. Woodbridge remaining undefeated. Head coach Marvin Dooley having some success there here in his first season. They'll look to continue that again next week.
And they go back to back big games that we're going to talk about.
And there's one more here we want to get to, right? Glenn, you guys had this one with your crew, Smyrna and St. George's on paper. This one had the appeal, no doubt about it.
Yeah, number 4 is a tail of two-head play drive to open up the game time. And then the second half,
and here we go, Glenn. We're going to start it right off. It's Giovanni Sanchez, Glenn, making plays. This kid has done it all year for this team.
11 plays.
Unbelievable. Looked like it might have been overthrown, but DeMo, I mean, my Lord, he can make some plays, man. 2-point conversion was good. It's 8-7, and now a little bit later, Brandon Montgomery.
I used to run that play back in the St. Mark's offense out of that wide receiver spot. Know that play very well.
He's done it all. He's done a great job for them as well. Giovanni Sanchez here, plugging it in.
Yeah, that was a touchdown set up by the onside kick. And he had a big 38-yard pass to Miller to set that play up.
It's 21-8. Cameron Edge dropping back. He's looking. He's firing.
Oh my goodness!
Look at that. I mean, you can't lay that out any better than that.
They
DeMo again, touchdown.
They don't score on that, though. The referees rule him out of bounds at the half-yard line with no time left.
Oh
in the
my
half.
goodness!
That's a tough call, right? It was a touchdown. We thought it was a touchdown. Not so fast, my friend. A little bit later. This is Wayne Knight earthquaking his way in for the touchdown. 2-point conversion was good. It's 21-16.
Big play here.
And now here's Edge across the middle. That's what a throw. That's Ymir Knight, and he turns on the Jets. And look, see you later. Touchdown, Smyrna, and they take the lead late in this one.
I wish we had next-gen stats. That was some speed on that one.
94 yards. It's 24-21.
Lopez kicked a field goal there to tie the game. Now there's only 1:54 left, but Ymir Knight returns the kickoff to near midfield and sets up a drive that took barely 60 seconds.
And here's the fade route to DeMo, touchdown, and Smyrna would get the 30-24 victory. That would be it. That would be the game winner. An unbelievable job. Cameron Edge really starting to settle himself within the first state.
He had a heck of a game. He was hitting receivers in stride. The second half, they did a better job, the offensive line, of giving him time to throw. And you give him time, he's going to pick you apart with those wideouts he has.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable talent. So, yeah, Nick, that's what we had.
Some fantastic recaps there. 3 great ones. We're going to talk a little bit about the 3 we've got coming up this week, and there should be some similar outcomes there. But we're going to take our first break of the show here. When we come back, we're going to be joined by the Howard Wildcats. Head coach Dan Ritter and company are going to join us up here right after the break. We'll be right back on Delaware Live Sports Weekly. Get the assurance that your HVAC system is what you need with Ambience. Ambience provides you with over 25 years of experience in the heating, cooling, and plumbing industry. The team at Ambience Heating and Air Conditioning provides high-quality residential HVAC installations, maintenance, and repairs in new and older homes in the Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania tri-state area. You may not realize it, but half of your energy costs go to heating and cooling. Make sure your energy dollars count and call us today for a free estimate. 302-239-HVAC. 30.
Whether you're planning to buy a home in 3 months, 6 months, or even a year, let me walk you through the process from start to finish and get your questions answered. I'm a DHSA lender with down payment assistance programs or grant money. I can help those with less than perfect credit or those working on their credit. I'm also a local and always have been. So call 302-563-5599 or visit bryans.loans.com when you are ready to get started on your road to homeownership.
Welcome to Premier's Physical Therapists with advanced credentials, but their hospitality, passion, and enthusiasm is what makes the difference for you. Find our convenient locations at premierptsp.com.
You may have tried physical therapy,
But have you tried Premier?
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Today we're at Lupo Italian Kitchen in downtown Rehoboth Beach. Come check us out. Located inside the Hotel Rehoboth, Lupo serves coastal Italian cuisine with fresh pasta made in-house daily. Lupo features plenty of unique craft cocktails and an extensive award-winning all-Italian wine list. Popular dishes include lobster bucatini, veal meatballs, grilled swordfish, and eggplant parmesan. Lupo Italian.
At Ferris Home Improvements, your family's comfort and safety is always our top priority.
If you call us for your roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchen, and bathroom needs, you can expect health-screened craftsmen who wear gloves and face masks and follow minimum 6-foot distancing, virtual conferences to discuss project details,
Here together.
Operating with precautions
to protect our staff
and our customers.
Thompson Island will follow the Sodell tradition of serving beautiful, simple food that will pair perfectly with our fresh homemade beer. Thompson Island is the perfect place to have dinner with your family. Enjoy happy hour. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer.
And welcome back inside Delaware Live Weekly. Nick Allison journey alongside Pat Garianis. And now we have the luxury of being joined by the Howard Wildcats football program, led, of course, by head coach Dan Ritter. And we want to go around. You guys want to introduce yourselves and let everybody know your grade and just your name.
Tim Hill, 12th grade, cornerback and running back.
Demir?
My name is Demir Hollingsworth. I'm in 12th grade, and I'm a receiver and safety.
RJ Matthews, 10th grade quarterback.
Awesome. Just to get started, Coach, really appreciate you guys joining us here tonight. Obviously, a big game upcoming against DMA. Just talk a little bit about the success you guys have had this year and how you've been able to have some of that success.
Our success starts with these guys right here and the hard work they put in. As coaches, we always expect them to do what they're supposed to, and these guys have really came through this year.
And fellas, you're coming off a championship season, right? I mean, you guys had high expectations coming into this year. What kind of level of confidence did you come into this season with the realignment and everything, being ready to go? I mean, did you come in with a little bit more, swagger, so to speak, coming off the championship year last year?
Yeah, I definitely think that, we carried into this season with, more intensity and more attitude. And we really got to defend our title trying to get a third ring. So, yeah.
You guys want to take a shot? No? Now I'm going to lighten it up on you guys a little bit. We're here at Buffalo Wild Wings. We love to be here every Wednesday. What's kind of your favorite go-to wing flavor if you're going to get wings here at B-Dubs?
Definitely mild.
Okay.
I like lemon pepper.
Lemon pepper, nice.
I'll go a mild too.
Coach, you like wings at all?
I'll take a double cheeseburger.
I love it, man. So going into this year, guys, obviously off to a great start on the season. What have been some of your focuses?
Well, I think that, we just have to work as a group collectively and keep on trying to make plays and keep trying to really stand as a brotherhood, because teamwork is really important for us. So us just having connections and just gelling together really makes it easy for us to play together.
Anybody else want to get on?
I feel as though if we work as a team, we're a very dominant team.
Absolutely. And obviously, big game this week, Coach, and you guys can answer this as well. DMA, a tough opponent coming out. What have you kind of seen from them, Coach, and what kind of have you been working on or focusing on in practice leading up to the game this week?
Well, obviously, we got to stop their tailback Green and their quarterback who can throw the ball a little bit as well as run. And then offensively, we just need to execute.
Guys, have you seen any film on DMA? Have you seen them play at all? How do you kind of feel about the challenges they present this week?
like they bring a few challenges, but I think we can overcome them easily with the work we put into that practice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, what are some of the focal points in practice this week? I mean, is there anything specifically that, without giving away too much, obviously I understand we want to keep the competitive advantage here, but is there any specific thing that you guys have focused on this week ahead of this game?
Definitely, we've been really heavy on focusing on our run game and stuff like that, and then defensively we're putting stuff together to make sure that things run smooth in the game.
Absolutely. And Coach, what do you have to see out of your team on Friday night, or what would you want to see that could help lead you guys to victory if you just had to pick one thing?
Execution.
That's always comes down to that. All right, one last question here before we let you guys go. What's going through the headphones prior to the game to get you in the zone? What's the number one go-to?
Love Foe for me.
Okay.
I'll listen to Meek Mills. He always turn me up.
All right.
Definitely Meek Mill and NBA Youngboy. Give me Dangerous.
Okay.
Coach, what about you?
You got one?
No. There you have it. All business ahead of the game. Just all going over strategies.
Love it.
There you go. And guys, before we let you go, any shout outs you want to give, anything you want to tell the students about the game coming up, tell people to come out, anything like that?
The MAK.
Sounds good. Awesome.
Good, fellas.
Thank you guys so much. We really appreciate you guys coming out and joining us here tonight, and good luck with everything on Friday.
Hey, thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. We're going to take another short break. When we come back, DMA, they're going to join us up next right here after the break.
At Ferris Home Improvements, your family's comfort and safety is always our top priority.
If you call us for your roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchen, and bathroom needs, you can expect health screen craftsmen who wear gloves and face masks and follow minimum 6-foot distancing, virtual conferences to discuss project details, job quotes delivered electronically or brought to your door for your review and approval, and our showrooms in Newark and Rehoboth Beach remain open for limited appointments.
We're here together.
Operating with precautions.
To protect our staff.
And our customers.
At Ferris Home Improvements, your family's comfort and safety is always our top priority.
If you call us for your roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchen, and bathroom needs, you can expect health screen craftsmen who wear gloves and face masks and follow minimum 6-foot distancing, virtual conferences to discuss project details, job quotes delivered electronically or brought to your door for your review and approval, and our showrooms in Newark and Rehoboth Beach remain open for limited appointments.
We're here together.
Operating with precautions.
To protect our staff.
And our customers.
At Ferris Home Improvements, your family's comfort and safety is always our top priority.
If you call us for your roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchen, and bathroom needs, you can expect health screen craftsmen who wear gloves and face masks and follow minimum 6-foot distancing, virtual conferences to discuss project details, job quotes delivered electronically or brought to your door for your review and approval, and our showrooms in Newark and Rehoboth Beach remain open for limited appointments.
We're here together.
Operating with precautions.
To protect our staff.
And our customers.
Your home, your community. It's not just where you live, it's where you belong. At Dover Federal Credit Union, we understand what it means to be local. We started here, and we're not going anywhere. We're as local as it gets, and we like it that way. We're not just a financial institution, we are the local credit union that you can trust. Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union. Your home.
High school athletics is not what it used to be. The sporting goods industry has been disrupted, adding to coach and athletic director daily challenges. BSN Sports stands ready to change the fundamentals of our industry, giving our customers the advantages they need right now. Your dedicated local sales pro is supported with nationwide team service, including sport and category experts. Get the look of D1 colleges and pro teams with our program that streamlines ordering your staff apparel, player gear, and fan wear. Stretch your budget with our fundraising solution. Free and ready in minutes. Our campus branding products are perfect for boosting school and team pride. BSN Sports has the advantages you need right now.
Back senior.
Kevin Decker, number 55, defensive end and guard, senior.
There you go. I like the number in there.
Mason McCluskey, linebacker, number 24, senior.
Jordan Green, wide receiver, DB, senior.
Tremendous.
That goes Nick Lincoln.
There you go.
So, fellas, thanks for joining us here. Obviously, Buffalo Wild Wings, tremendous atmosphere, the whole nine. What's your go-to menu item when coming through here? Is there anything specifically you like to throw down?
Normally when I come here, I just get a basket of fries and some boneless wings and lemonade.
There you go. It's our first one.
Or the nachos.
I'm a big wing guy. I like the garlic parm.
All right, garlic parm guy. All right.
Yeah, I'm a boneless wing guy.
Okay.
Coach just finished up some Caribbean jerk.
Yeah,
there you go. That was good. So you're able to eat first, so that's good. You got to eat, then come on after. Coach, obviously your first season here at DMA as the football coach. How's everything been going in your first season? Just talk a little bit about your inaugural season, if you will.
Right, it's been great. DMA is an amazing place to work. We have facilities, administration support. I inherited a great group of seniors to start off my first year down here, and I'm just excited about what we're going to achieve this season.
Absolutely. And fellas, from your perspective as players, what's something that's really excited you under Coach Lincoln and got you guys? Obviously, you've been playing really well to start the year off.
Coach Lincoln is a good coach. He definitely brings a different swag and mentality to the DMA football team. So, we're just happy to have him around. He's a good coach.
I would just say he's shown us different cultures throughout our program. So he's bringing us together as like a family.
Yeah, I think it's just great. He really brought in a new perspective to DMA that hasn't been around in a while, and I think it's just bringing in a new energy that really started us back up.
Absolutely, Jordan. He's a good coach, but he also brought along a good coaching staff. So they all push us and help us work.
Yeah, absolutely. And Coach, obviously you guys undefeated, 5-0 so far this year, dominating on all.
I'd say it's demeanor. It's how we approach the game. It's how we get off the bus. The little things. How we, at the end of the game, we salute our fans. It's just culture. Offense, defense, all those things on the field take care of themselves if you're doing all the little things correctly. And I think we brought a different culture to the program.
Players' perspective, offensively and defensively, what's been one thing from your guys' perspective as players that's really helped you guys, have this kind of start to the year at 5-0?
I would say preparation is a big key.
Just the mindset, no matter who's across the ball, just go same.
Yeah, just that we're just conditioned, that's a big part of it.
Yeah, we're really conditioned and preparation, we really get after that practice.
Absolutely. And pending state champions, have you seen any film on them? What challenges do they present you guys?
The moment I got hired, I asked our AD to line Howard up because I wanted to play the back-to-back state champion. I think you got to play the best to be the best. They have a great passing game. Their quarterback is talented. They're big up front. They're physical. They tackle well. I think it's going to be a good matchup.
Absolutely. And then, fellas, anything that you could add on to that? Or you tend to agree with Coach in terms of what you've seen?
We all agree.
Absolutely. Now, let's talk about, Coach, in terms of what you would like to see from your group on Friday night. What are some of the keys without giving away too much there?
A couple things would be, we preach brotherhood over self. I think the team that plays together is going to win the game. I think it's an effort-based game. Of course, we want to get stats, we want to score touchdowns, but at the end of the day, if we're playing for each other, if we're playing for a bigger goal, I think we're going to come out victorious.
Absolutely, guys. Similar question to you. Is there anything you want to add to that? What do you guys have to do individually or as a team on Friday night to pull out the big W and remain undefeated?
I just think we got to be more disciplined. The more disciplined team's going to win.
Everybody has to win their one-on-one battles.
Yeah, everybody's got to do their 1/11 so we can, everybody's got to fill their role, and then we'll come together as a unit and
do our thing.
Just got to win it more.
Now, we caught wind that you guys are going to have a pink out for this game. What kind of atmosphere does that kind of bring to you guys? How exciting is that to have all the students and all the fans out there supporting a cause and getting rowdy for that kind of a game?
Oh, well, when you come to DMA, you're going to see a lot of fans. It is great. It's a great atmosphere for everybody, and especially for the cause of breast cancer. It's great.
Me personally, I like it, but I feel like me and the majority of the team, it's nice to have and feel all the support from them, but at the end of the day, we playing for each other. So it's it doesn't really matter if who's out there. We playing for each other. We trying because we have a goal.
Add in on that, I've never had a student section quite as lively as DMA's. But at the same token, we're telling our guys we got to play for the line. We're playing for our team. It doesn't really matter what's happening behind them. It doesn't matter, they got to zone out for 48 minutes. And that's really what we've been preaching.
Absolutely. And guys, before I let you get up out of here, our last question always is, you're in the locker room, you got the headphones on, it's almost kickoff. What's the one song you're playing in your ears before it's go time on Friday night? Devin, you want to start us off?
Dreams and Nightmares by Meek Mill.
There you go. All right, good one.
Yeah, I have to agree.
Same thing. All right.
Yeah, Dreams and Nightmares.
3 for 3. Jordan, what do you got?
Dreams and Nightmares.
It's the team song.
That must be the team song. Yeah, coach.
They got to go with the new Meek, man. They don't, they can't get the old stuff. But yeah, we just bring it out. We're bringing it out. It's a 302 takeover.
All right, okay.
There you have it. Awesome. Again, thank you guys so much. Good luck remaining undefeated this weekend. Big matchup against Howard. Again, we'll all be there. Everybody's excited for it. So thanks again for joining us here tonight, guys. Awesome, and that'll do it for us. Wrapping up with DMA. Again, big matchup on Friday. It's Howard, it's DMA. We'll be bringing it to you live right here on Delaware Live Sports. We're going to take another break. When we come back, more football action on the other side of it. High Five Hospitality was founded in 2004 when 3 guys teamed up to introduce the Buffalo Wild Wings franchise concept to Delaware. They now operate 8 Buffalo Wild Wings, 6 locations throughout Delaware, and 2 locations in Maryland. B-Dubs has weekly and game day specials on their delicious food and beverages. Stop in one of their convenient locations today. The Stone Balloon Ale House features a unique blend of crafted food and an array of spirits, all flavored with a dash of nostalgia. Our culinary mantra is comfort food playfully reimagined, and we prepare seasonal favorites that strive to please the palate and resurface a memory. Limestone Barbecue, from our mouth-watering Texas-style brisket, fall-off-the-bone chicken, and St. Louis ribs. Southern-style sides, mac and cheese, baked beans, cornbread, sweet tea, and our homemade pickles. Be prepared as your bread will be your napkin. Yup, we are that kind of barbecue. Expectation. You'll have a tough time choosing between our exclusive dishes to help get you through the day. French toast, French crepes, Belgian waffles, and of course, our famous Eggs Benedict. High Five Hospitality's mission is to operate 5 brands that serve high-quality products with exceptional hospitality.
Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. We're a locally owned outpatient physical therapy practice with convenient locations in all 3 counties in Delaware. At Premier, we have experienced physical therapists with advanced credentials, but their hospitality, passion, and enthusiasm is what makes the difference for you. Find our convenient locations at premierptsp.com.
You may have tried physical therapy.
But have you tried Premier?
Are you planning to buy a home in 3 months, 6 months, or even a year? Let me walk you through the process from start to finish and get your questions answered. I'm a DHSA lender with down payment assistance programs or grant money. I can help those with less than perfect credit or those working on their credit. I'm also local and always have been. So call 302-563-5599 or visit bryans.loans.com when you are ready to get started on your road to homeownership.
Kitchen in downtown Rehoboth Beach. Come check us out. Located inside the Hotel Rehoboth, Lupo serves coastal Italian cuisine with fresh pasta made in-house daily. Lupo features plenty of unique craft cocktails and an extensive award-winning all-Italian wine list. Popular dishes include lobster bucatini, veal meatballs, grilled swordfish, and eggplant parmesan. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue, serving happy hour daily and dinner 7 days a week. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo.
Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. Delaware Live Weekly right here from the Christiana location of Buffalo Wild Wings. Again, big thanks to Howard and DMA for coming on. Huge 2A matchup coming up this weekend, Nick. We're super pumped about it. And now that we're back on here, we're going to bring in, as Nick has coined them, the gurus. Yeah. The gurus of 302. That's you, my friend, Mike Lang, Benny Mitchell, Glenn Fraser, as well as Jason Winchell. I almost blanked on your guys' names for a second. Holy smokes. But, my Lord. Yeah. But nonetheless, we're here, man. We're here and we're ready to go. Looking in to a fun week 5 as we're going to throw up our top 5 for Class 3A. We're going to start, or Class A, I should say, and start this thing right off. Not a whole lot changing there. Laurel remaining up top despite the loss. It was a up-the-division loss. St. E's 2, Indian River 3, St. Andrews and Seaford rounding it out.
Sneaking up into the rankings.
Huh?
Look who's sneaking up into the rankings.
I know, it's
Seaford Blue
insane.
Jays, unranked.
Talking Blue Jays, baby.
Talking about them around the year, I'm telling you, they're going to be a semifinal team. I feel it.
Now, is there any concern over like a St. Andrews loss to Tower Hill?
Yeah, I'm got
seen a lot of
concerned
head
with
shaking.
that. I'm not surprised that they lost. I'm shocked with the score.
Yeah.
And Jason tells me that Tower Hill rested the starters in the second quarter. So, yeah, there's some concern there. I think we've got some games coming up that are going to decide who the top 4 are in each district as far as getting the byes. And I know we're only midway through this, but it's coming along pretty quick. Now, not this weekend, but the following weekend, Polytech's at Odessa. That's
And
probably
we'll be
going to
there.
be a number 4 spot.
And we will be there.
I know you will. And really, number 4 might be up in that game as early as it is there on the 22nd. And then in District 2, Charter at Glasgow, the end of the month. And as the top 4, they're really taking shape already in the 2 districts in 1A.
I think November 5th, that's going to tell us for sure who Indian River is. They're going down to Laurel, at Laurel. With no common opponents between St. E's and Laurel, it's still hard to get a little grasp on who they are.
Right.
But November 5th is going to tell us a lot. Laurel's 2-0 playing up against Class 2A teams.
Yeah.
So, and their one loss is to Woodbridge, who's ranked number 4, and it's 6-0. So, you know, I still think Laurel's the team to chase and to beat in Class A.
And again, that should be a great class. Again, Laurel and St. E's sitting at the top of it. Indian River could be a 3-team race. Again, we'll have to wait and see how the season progresses. Now we're going to jump over to Class 2A. You're going to see the rankings on your screen. Caravel undefeated at number 5 at 5-0. At number 4, Woodbridge undefeated at 5-0. At number 3, DMA undefeated at 5-0. Howard at 2 with that one loss to number 1, Archmere, who was undefeated at 5-0. So a lot going on in that Class 2A. We saw the Hawks escape a scare in Claymont goal line stand against St. Mark's last week. Since dominating win over Howard, they've had some close games, Friends and St. Mark's. Talk a little bit about that. Go ahead.
I think,
Mike?
Sorry. Your Archmere, you know, they started off with some of the, some say easier games, but some lopsided games. And the 2 3-point wins, really, to me, if I'm Archmere, I'm pretty encouraged by that because, you know, St. Mark's got one more play. They may have won that game. They just ran out of time at the end of that game. They hung on against Friends in the 4th quarter. I'm sure Coach Blaze is a little concerned, doesn't like seeing those leads disappear. But if you're Archmere, how can you be, you can't really be upset if you're 5-0, and that's, you can't be any better than 5-0. And they have Tower Hill Saturday. It's homecoming up in Archmere. Should be a fun atmosphere up there, and another tough opponent with the Hillers.
Yeah, and trying to continue that phenomenal season that Archmere is having so far. For sure. Glenn, Howard rebounds with a nice win against Hodson last week.
Yeah, nice win for them, stepping up in class, and that's going to help them at seeding time when it comes down to the points. They got a tough schedule coming up. Of course, the DMA game coming up this weekend. Then they have Wilmington Friends and Tower Hill, their final game against Woodbridge. So they've got a tough schedule. Now, to me, and Jason and I and Benny have been talking about it, the top 4 qualifiers in District 1 appear to be clear-cut to me. DMA, St. Mark's, Concord. Newark has a chance to make a case against Conrad, and they got a game coming up.
Yeah.
And then in District 2, it's I think Archmere, Howard, Friends, and Tower Hill. District 3, take the top two there in Caravel and Woodbridge who meet this week, and then you can make a case for almost anybody else. That's the toughest district in the whole state.
Benny, we're getting close to Halloween, and from what I hear, there's a team in Class 2A that should be scaring some folks.
Oh, absolutely. And Nixon like this, old Sparty, St. Martin. They're a scary team to me. They're losing close games.
Yeah.
You know, the comeback on Woodbridge. You don't have to go undefeated till after Thanksgiving. You know, that's when you have to win all your games in a row.
Yeah.
We're going to see several teams clinch this week, start clinching playoff spots as they get to that third victory. But the big one, somebody's not going to be undefeated after Friday night when Caravel and Woodbridge get on. Big weekend. All top five teams in action with 2 and 3 head-to-head, 4 and 5 head-to-head. We might see the rankings shake a little bit.
And Benny, you talked about the undefeated teams. Jason, I'm going to come to you at this one. 2 big games this week. We talked about it. DMA Howard, Caravel, Woodbridge. What can those 2 games tell us? And do you see maybe any of these teams in Class 2 going undefeated?
Yeah, well, these 2 games are going to tell us a lot. You know, I think this is where some of these teams their quality of opponents start to go up.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see how they handle it. DMA finishes the season. They got St. Mark's the week after on the road. They finish with Archmere at home, so they got a tough stretch. Same thing with Caravel. They have Woodbridge this week, and then they have some tough road trips.
They run the
and
gauntlet
Delmar's in there somewhere, and they finish with St. E's team that could give them a fight there at the end. So it's I think these last few weeks are going to tell us a lot. It's going to be interesting if any team can go undefeated there. If Archmere gets by Tower Hill this week, they got CR the following week. I don't think they're challenged to get into that Week 10 matchup at DMA. And if DMA survives, you could have 2 9-0 teams playing in that last week, and someone would go undefeated if that happens.
Don't sleep on my Vikings. If they're healthy, by the end of the year, they continue to generate confidence down there. I'm telling you, keep an eye out for St. E's now.
Have to hang on to the ball, Pat.
That's it. Mike, you're exactly right. That's definitely a key.
They're a talented team.
Keeping things moving along. Let's go into the Class 3A division. Your top 5 is as follows. Sally's at number 5. St. George's, despite 2 losses, they're a talented bunch. They come in at number 4. Dover at 3. And your top 2 remain the same. Middletown at 1, Smyrna at 2. A couple big games coming up this week that could determine the rankings for next week. Dover, Sussex Central, Penn at Apo, which Apo, tremendous win this past week. Hodson at St. George's. Talk a little bit about those games and what you expect to see.
Well, I said we have a lot to chew on when we talk AAA tonight.
Yeah.
As far as rankings go, Dover loses to Apple Clinic on Friday. Yet they're holding the number 3 spot. And we discussed this all weekend. What do we do? Do we keep them at number 3? And we decided that head-to-head has to be important.
Yeah.
So Dover has that win over St. George's. St. George's has the hammer over Louisiana. And then you got, I call them 5A, Sussex Central. They could just blow everything up this weekend. We could be on the phone again all weekend. If they're to beat Dover. But yeah, it's, when we thought about it, you got to get head-to-head. It's respect, and that's how Dover's holding on to number 3.
Yeah, Jay, talk a little bit about this head-to-head. I believe we got a graphic going to be popped up on this, and what these scenarios and how they could be laid out. We're going to temporarily send you to the bunker for this.
Yeah, those head-to-head games are really important. And, with every team making the Class 3A playoffs, that head-to-head could be the tiebreaker in the seeding. And, we were talking about top 5. And, Dover, Sussex Central, that game on Saturday could determine who gets that 5 seed, because they will have the tiebreaker if there's a tie down the road. So, these head-to-head games are really important, especially in District 3, because you might face them again in the playoffs, and just having that confidence that you beat them in the regular season. I think we're right. I think the head-to-head is really, really important when we look at all these teams.
I'm going to be
Now I'll tell you
the contrarian here. Dover beat St. George's. St. George's is missing Giovanni Sanchez, I believe, did not play that game.
I don't know if Elijah Alexander played in that game.
And Elijah Alexander did not play in that game.
You can what if.
I know, but
all you want.
Dover has 3 wins against teams with a combined 1 win.
Yeah, and Sussex
3 losses, rather.
Sussex Central was without their secondary against Slazane.
That they can.
And that's what we need, a little. That's what we need, a little contrarian there. So again, a lot to look out for. There's a lot to unravel, and we'll continue to do so as we progress on to the season. And some of us a few weeks ago were a little worried about that Smyrna team coming off that loss to Middletown. They didn't look like they had a rhythm going offensively. Glenn, they've seemed to hit some of their stride here as of late. Big win last week. You had a chance to check it out. How are the Eagles rolling right now?
I think Cameron Edge is getting better every week, and his timing with his receivers is outstanding. If the offensive line gives him enough time, the rest of the season, he'll pick you apart. Devin DeMoe, for a high school player, good Lord. And look, you can't count out the other 2 kids. Denham Smith is also a very good receiver, and Wayne Knight out of the backfield. He scored touchdowns as well. So, yeah, offensive line's got to hold up for Smyrna. They do that and give Edge time because he's been sacked a lot. He was sacked 4 times Saturday at St. George's. And they dominated him in the first half. They made adjustments, some blocking adjustments in the second half, and he came out, did a great job. Smyrna, I think, is getting better every week, and that's the goal of all of these teams, to get better every week.
Yeah, and now you see it's competitive up there. Sally's, Dover, we just talked about it. Or do you think another team can maybe sneak in the mix there?
Well, I think St. George's proved that they can play with that Smyrna team, and I think they could give Middletown a tough team, because St. George is a team that can run the ball and take time of possession and keep that Middletown offense off the field. Now, Middletown's got that world-class defense, too.
Yeah.
So I would love to see that battle of those 2 lines, like St. George's offensive line against the Middletown defense. I mean, right now, I'd say Middletown and Smyrna are above those 3 other teams, but we got some chances to see. We'll see Sally's against Smyrna and Middletown coming
this
on.
week, that's Friday night.
You got St. George's has Middletown down the line. Smyrna's got a Dover team that they've been like a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, in recent weeks. So I think they could possibly, if they're playing on their game, they could give Smyrna a pass. So these next 4 weeks are going to determine, I think, if any of these under 4 or 5 teams will come and play with a Smyrna or Middletown.
It's going to be a fun one. There's no doubt about that. Like some of the games are going to be broadcasting this weekend. Go through our picks as well as our final thoughts and highlight some players of the week right here on Delaware Live Weekly.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Untitled Concepts. Today we're at Blue Coast Seafood Grill and Raw Bar in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Come check us out. Located in the Rehoboth Gateway, Blue Coast features indoor and outdoor dining and serves beautiful, simple food that highlights the flavors of Southern Delaware. With chef-inspired daily specials, an award-winning wine list, and an extensive list of craft cocktails and local beer, Blue Coast is the perfect spot for a night out. Blue Coast Seafood Grill in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, open 7 days a week year-round for lunch and dinner. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from...
Provides you with over 25 years of experience in the heating, cooling, and plumbing industry. The team at Ambience Heating and Air Conditioning provides high-quality residential HVAC installations, maintenance, and repairs in new and older homes in the Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania tri-state area. You may not realize it, but half of your energy costs go to heating and cooling. Make sure your energy dollars count and call us today for a free estimate. 302-239-HVAC. 302-239-4822. Get the assurance that your HVAC system is what you need with Ambience. Ambience provides you with over 25 years of experience in the heating, cooling, and plumbing industry. The team at Ambience Heating and Air Conditioning provides high... Journey, Pat Garianis, Mike Lang, Benny Mitchell, Glenn Frazier, and Jason Winchell. We're all up here. It's more football talk as we kind of wrap up the show. Now we'll talk about where we're going to be this upcoming weekend. This week, Glenn and the Central crew, big Class 3A District 2 game. Sussex Central visiting Dover. And Glenn, the Senators might need this one to qualify for that first round bye as they finish with Smyrna, William Penn, and then Sally. So stuff to look out for there. Central can make a run at that bye as they beat Cape next week and then back-to-back against St. George's and Middletown. So a lot going on there. Howard obviously traveling to DMA. That's where the North crew will be this week. Fourth straight road game for Howard. How does their defense slow down the Seahawks? We'll have to wait to see all that. And then another big game this week, Middletown traveling to Sally's for a Friday night top 5 Class 3 A-down showdown. And then, just some great games coming up this week, Pat. A good lineups of them. All of you coming at you at 7 p.m. Make sure to check out. We'll publish a graphic here shortly to talk about the game times. And that's going to be it for our football talk, Pat. We've got some other stuff to get to.
That's right. We're going to hop right into the pick segment. Jay's Handful Challenge. 5 winners, 3 in football, 1 being an upset special, and 2 more winners in the other sports, 1 happened to be a top 10 matchup. Jay, you won last week. You lived up to your name, my friend. 34 points. Benny, you still have the overall lead, however, with 184 total. Jay's in second with 149. Glenn at 145. I'm at 141. I'm starting to fade a little bit. Then Nick A's got 134, and then Mike's at 127. He's the gambler. He likes to take the risks on these picks. But let's hop right into it. Mike, what are your picks of the week here?
All right, my upset pick, I'm taking Caravel over Woodbridge, 23-15. I got Indian River over Polytech. William Penn, I'm expecting them to beat Apo. My soccer pick, this is also an upset, by the way. William Penn over Middletown. Sorry, Middletown. I also have you going down in volleyball to number 3 DMA, and I will not be traveling through Middletown anytime soon.
Oh boy!
And we're sharing them all today.
It's all good. It's all good. Let's go right over to Benny.
All right, picks for this week: Laurel over Odessa, St. Mark's over Concord. By upset, Sussex Central over number 3 ranked Dover. In soccer, number 1 Indian River over number 8 Laurel, and then in field hockey. Got to stick with them. They bring me big points here. Delmar over Lake Forest in field hockey.
That's a good one. Glenn?
Well, in football, I have Seaford beating First State Military, Archmere Academy with a touchdown win over Tower Hill, and my upset is Apo getting 2 in a row and spoiling William Penn's homecoming with a 17-14 win. Field hockey is my top 10 matchup. I got Cape 4-1 over Padua on Saturday. And in soccer, another top 10 matchup, Indian River with a 3-2 win over Charter also on Saturday. See, I picked the tough games, man. I don't do the cupcake games like this guy.
Yeah, that's how you got to do it, Glenn.
It's a mental game. There's a lot going on in this
Sussex
pick.
Central Dover cupcake game. Come on.
There you have one.
Jay, what do you got for us, man?
Okay, I have Woodbridge over Caravel. That's going overtime. Sorry, Benny, but that's going overtime. I have Archmere over Tower Hill. My upset pick, and this would be an upset, Red Lion over Lake Forest. Soccer, I have Sally's over Archmere. And in volleyball, I have Charter School of Wilmington over Archmere.
All right, Nick.
Jay doesn't need notes or anything. You guys all picks memorized. He's got all the picks memorized.
He's good to go, my friend.
You haven't noticed, I haven't even started using my bass volleyball.
Not yet. I know you're holding out.
I think I'm going to go some volleyball
That's what I need.
I'll start with that. I've got Newark Charter over Padua in volleyball, 3 sets to 2. Archmere over Tower Hill. St. Mark's over Concord. Me and Benny actually have 2 of the same games. Delmar over Lake. And my upset I will be publishing at a later date.
Oh, I think I know why. Anyway, we'll keep it going. So here you go. My picks for the week: Middletown over Sally's, 35-34. I think it's going to be that close. I got Seaford continuing to ride the wave with a 20-6 victory over First State Military. And my upset is Caravel getting a W over Woodbridge, 28-26. I do agree with Jay that it'll be tight.
2 Caravels, yeah.
Field hockey, give me Cape over CR. And then in volleyball, give me Newark Charter over Padua. 3-2 and a really good, and your guys' match of the week. So we're going to see. Hopefully that shakes up the rankings. We'll see what happens.
We'll see how it goes. We'll update you, of course, next week and let you know how it all finishes out. But before we move on, Pat, we're going to recognize some of our top performers from last week.
Yeah. All right, Nick, you ready to roll with top performers? Okay. First up, Reagan Mendick of Red Lion reached her 2,000th assist and handed out 35 more in our match of the week.
Tremendous.
Number 2, Cameron Edge of Smyrna passed for 276 yards and 3 touchdowns. I think that's his second time on here as a top performer of the week. And then we move down to number 3, Jalen Morris of Lake Forest. He caught 4 passes for 125 yards, 2 touchdowns, a fumble recovery, and an interception. And guys, that was in the first half.
That's a full night.
Holy smokes, man. Both sides of the ball.
He sold popcorn during the second half. He had a heck of a game. And here's my all-time favorite so far is Cassandon Clanton of Lake Forest. He's a senior backup lineman, and Coach Johnson told me he's never missed a practice in 4 years. He rolls on a 3-yard touchdown run. Roll the clip here.
Oh, yeah.
So, Clanton, he's going to jump cut.
Big boy
and truck
touchdowns.
The defender in,
I
and
love
the
him.
celebration as he comes off the field. Cassandon Clanton, top performer out of Lake Forest. And it's just a kid that I love it when the coaches give the linemen a chance to shine.
Yeah, the big boys, man. I love the big boy tutties, man. They're good stuff. But so there you go. There.
Yeah. Let's mention a late addition, Benny Jocelyn, Nathan Friends.
Okay.
Reached her 1,000th career
that's
dig.
That's right.
Yesterday, I believe, against Friends played Tatton yesterday. So congratulations to Joss. The latest in a long line of Nathans and Friends. They can all play volleyball.
Hey, 1,000 anything is impressive.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Joss.
That's true. Very good point.
It is. So here we go. We're going to roll right into our top plays, Nick.
Yeah, get us started.
And it is quite the list.
It is. Got some good ones this week.
Your top 10 plays of the week, sponsored by that great BSN Sports. Do we have some technical difficulties? I think we are.
Nick's assistant is over here.
That's right. Some technical difficulties. This occasionally happens.
Here we go.
Yeah, I believe this is over a 3-minute top play nominees here.
It's going to be a second here until we get.
All right, so we're gonna have to get them up. Benny, I hear you got a final thought here that you want to talk about coming up on the 29th.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Friday, October 29th, folks. Delaware Live Sports, they're teaming up with the Andrew McDonough Be Positive Foundation and the Troy Haynes For Troy Foundation for Childhood Cancer Awareness Night. 3 big games on tap: Smyrna versus Slasianum, Cape and Logan versus Appoquinimink, and Lake Forest versus Woodbridge. Next week, we're going to have more detail about the game sponsors and, more importantly, how you can help support these 2 great organizations. Plus, there's going to be a couple items for a chance at a 55th raffle at the games. And I heard we've got a couple good items at a couple of the games.
Wow, there you go. That's phenomenal.
A couple of weeks away, but that's a great cause. 2 great causes.
And you can check out their websites and, if you can, make a donation to cure childhood cancer.
Anybody else any final thoughts before we hop into top plays?
Well, just a side note on Cameron Edge from Smyrna. So he's passed for over 1,500 yards so far. Put the ball in the air about 100 times. He threw his first interception of the year in the St. George's game on Saturday. And that's it, 1 interception.
What a run, and we talked about he seems to be getting better every week. Just happened to throw a pick, but I'm sure it might be a while before he throws another one.
And that's including a game against Bergen Catholic.
Yes.
Well, unfortunately, he didn't get a chance to get a pass off too often.
Right.
Back at St. Mark's after a little bit of an absence, Matt Smith. Matt, glad you're feeling better, and he's got a long road ahead of him, but it's good to see Matt back at St. Mark's. Good guy, and he does a great job there at St. Mark's. Nick, I know you know Matt well.
Yeah, I love
and Matt, we're well pulled for you.
Absolutely. And now it's time for the top 10 plays of the week, presented to you by BSN Sports. Nick, I'll get us started with number 10 here. It's a 33-yarder. Javier Lopez. Let's see what he can do with this one. Extra point is up. That's no extra point. That's a 33-yard bomb for the brand. That's what it is. And then Tower Hill, why not? Another big fella touchdown, Benny. Fire.
Love them when the big guys go.
With the setting in the background, on to number 9, Adore Anthos, Reagan Mendick, Micaiah Fowler. Check out this volleyball clip. Mike, you had a chance to be at this one live? Or
yeah, that's unfortunate. That's Eliza Schneider with the kill.
Yeah, check it out here. Boom. That's how you do it.
That's Eliza Schneider, so yeah, she's good.
Number 8, Carl Taylor. This is the seal the deal sack of the game. Number 77 in maroon. Look at him, unblocked, hits that A-gap strong. And this Selly, I mean, that's about as pumped up as you can be. Senies with a big win.
Number 7, Damian Wright to Jaden Smith. Check out this one. Lake Forest and Newark. Newark throwing it up in the air. That one's going to be unbelievable. Down. Wow.
To
What
get that foot down was incredible.
Wow. That's big boy football, Benny Mitchell. Go up and get it.
There's Hayden Hall and Elijah Alexander. Indian River and St. George's, number 6. Drop back to pass. St. Elizabeth. Look at the one-hand catch by Hall. And down the sideline he goes. Perfect pass, perfect catch. And now here's the St. George's play. Alexander with the beautiful, has to turn his body to make that catch. That's easier said than done.
You saw this one earlier. It's Sainty's Brett Smith's Chris character. This one going to be for the score. Here's Smith going to drop back, stay in the pocket, deliver a dime, and what a catch at the highest point for Chris character. Not one pat, 2 feet inbound. That's the NFL touchdown.
Oh, it's tremendous. That ends up being the game winner, too, for the Vikings. Number 4, Cam Edge to Devin DeMo. Again, DeMo, his ability to stay in bounds here. We talked about this young man, a quarterback, Edge. He just keeps getting better every week. But this catch by DeMo makes him look good. 2 feet inbounds. Most people, that's an overthrow, but he made Cam Edge look good right there.
Cade McPeak, now it's time to see a little defense on the top 10 coming at you at number 3. Run up the middle. McPeak, they stand him up. What do you do when you stand him up? You rip the ball out. Cade McPeak takes it the other way. He's going to strip it and go all the way for the touchdown. We talked about it earlier. What a performance for Tower Hill. Huge shutout victory over St. Andrews.
Also, again, I can't say this enough. I love the fact that Turf Tape's back. Here's Seth Smart to Lexington Westcott. 85 yards. You saw it a little bit earlier as Benny's game of the week. The only score from this game. What a catch by Westcott. And then the cutback here looking like Deshaun Jackson. I mean, that is perfect to be able to switch gears like that. Outrun the defense, and then I'm just going to take a seat. Safe at home.
Ended up being the game winner, and now on to number 1. Check out Ymir Knight. Watch him out of the slot here. Glenn, we talked about it before the show. Check out the hesitation from Ymir Knight. Left the defender in his tracks, catches it across the middle, and I don't know if I've seen a faster runner on the football field so far this season. Just takes away and just gets past the defenders more and more as the play went on. What a play there.
If he kept running, he could have beat the bus home.
Yeah. There's that Derrick Henry commercial where he's dragging all the people for all this stuff.
Tremendous. There he is. Your top 10 plays brought to you by BSN Sports. Don't forget, you can find more news and updates on the website every day. Please be sure to visit DelawareLiveSports.com and join our website to stay up to date on all Delaware sports. Thanks once again to everyone for tuning in. We would also like to give thanks to all the participants from the schools, whether it be coaches, ADs, or students. The show only gets better with your participation. Another special thanks to all of our sponsors. During the shows and games, you see their ads and their commercials. If you're in the market for any professional products, please contact them. Let them know you saw their ad on Delaware Live Sports. They are locally owned and conduct business with true professionalism. Without these companies, our shows and live streams would not be possible. Tune in live next week, Wednesday, 7 p.m. Where are we going to be at?
Bring your flip-flops, baby. We're going to be in Rehoboth Beach.
We're going to Benny territory next week.
I love that. You're going to want to tune in for that one. We're down in beautiful Sussex County,
Rolling
Delaware.
out the sandy carpet.
It's tremendous for everybody here. I've been Patrick Arianes, Nick Alessandrini, Mike Lang. Let me go through the introductions one last time. Benny Mitchell, Glenn Frazier, Jason Winchell, and Nick Halliday. This has been Delaware Live Weekly. We'll see you this weekend.
Big games. Check them out.